Hey there guys, what's up and welcome to the next tutorial video here on duct tape creations. This is actually the next 3-part tutorial on the channel. The last one I did was a flower tutorial for the 3 different types of flowers, a rose, a daisy, and a rosebud. I will link to that in the description so you can check that out if you'd like. But for today's 3-part tutorial, I'm doing 3 different types of duct tape bracelets. Just the basic thin bracelet, like the little narrow bracelets, just a basic duct tape bracelet, and the one I'm wearing right now, actually, a petal bracelet. So I hope you'll enjoy this, and let's get started. Alright, so we're going to get started here on making the first of 3 duct tape bracelets. Now, duct tape bracelets are pretty simple to make. It's pretty self-explanatory and it doesn't take much tape. But I thought I'd throw this out there for you guys. That'd be pretty cool to have a tutorial for 3 different types of bracelets. I actually put a what I called a time-lapse tutorial. A time-lapse tutorial. For one of my very first videos. It was just like a basic time-lapse, and I just put the measurements on the screen and everything instead of talking like this. So I decided to bring an actual tutorial for you guys, so it'd be a little bit easier. So we're gonna start here with the first one, just the plain narrow bracelet. Now I will have the link in the description if you want to check out that time-lapse tutorial. But I'm just gonna start with this, just with 1 strip of tape for this one. Just for my wrist, it's about 8 inches long, but your wrist size may vary, so you may have to make it a little bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter. All depends. So all you're going to do is just take your X-Acto knife or scissors, whatever you're using, and just carefully cut this down the center the best you can. I didn't get it exact, but that's okay. We'll use this one here since it's a little bit bigger. If you cut it a little uneven, always go to the one that's a little bit bigger, so it works. So we'll have enough room. So you have enough room to fold. So I'm just going to take it and just going to fold this in half. Just like this, all the way down. And then just seal it all up together. Just like that. So now you basically have your narrow bracelet. It's one of the easiest things to make out of duct tape. And if you got the sizes pretty equal, you get 2 out of the deal. So that's pretty cool, not wasting tape. But I got the sizes a little wrong, so this one is no good. But if you're a little worried about this little bit sticky side here on the side, you can just cut out a small little strip and just flip it over and round off the edge. So that's no big deal. So that's pretty much it for this one. I mean, it's like insanely simple. But we're gonna move on to the next one, and the next one's just as simple. It's just a basic bracelet. So let's move on to that one now. Okay, so now we're moving on to the just the basic bracelet, and here's the one we just did before, just the simple thin bracelet, or wristband, whatever you want to call it. Now this one, it's pretty simple. You just need 1 strip of tape, whatever length that fits around your wrist, and then all you're gonna need to do is just basically take it and fold it in half. Let's just try and get that here. This is the more difficult part of doing it. Just fold it in half, make sure everything's even, and just keep working it down the line until you reach the bottom. Just like this. So there's your basic wristband again, just as simple as that one. Basically the same, just a little bit wider. So if you want to, you can just take your scissors here, and you can just round off the edge. I didn't get it exactly rounded, but I got it rounded, but not perfectly, not like perfect or whatever. So you can just do that on both sides, make it look nicer or something, however you want to do it. So now you have your bracelet. You can put Velcro on these things, or if it's wide enough, you can put a magnet here. I actually have some right here. Just all you need to do is just put You separate these. What I can do is just put them there and there. These magnets wouldn't really work too well for this due to like how thick they are, but you can use magnets if they're thinner than this. So that's pretty cool. So just throw these scraps over real quick. So that one's pretty simple. Again. So now we're going to move on to the next one, which is the most complex one of the bracelets. And I'll throw in a little bonus bracelet for you guys on how to make a different type of petal bracelet. So we'll check that out too. So let's move on to that one now. Alright, so we're getting through this tutorial. We finished 2 bracelets here. Just the basic bracelet and the narrow wristband. So those 2 are pretty simple. So now this one's a little bit more complex. And to make this one, we're just going to go back 1 step to this one here, and we're just going to do the same thing. Just make another 8-inch strip here, and cut out another 8-inch strip of tape. Sorry, I'm getting really tongue-tied. And just fold it in half like I did before. And then what you're going to do, you're just going to cut out 2 strips of tape that are 8 inches long and cut them into equal 2x2 squares. So then what we're going to do here is we're just going to fold them down like this. So you come out with something that looks like that. Then fold that side down until you get something that looks like this. The bar, sticky side, and just a little pyramid. Same thing I did for 2 of the flowers in the flower print tutorial. I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, but I will have a link in the description. No, actually, I never mentioned that video. Wow, I'm slipping. But that video, I did a 3-part tutorial like this one here. So you can check that one out. I'll have a link in the description for that. So check that out. It's for 3 different types of duct tape flowers, which is pretty cool. So you're just gonna fold your squares into petals like this. Now for this one here, I'm using the new real wood hardwood, or whatever its actual name is. Actually, they have it on the tape, printed on it. Yeah, it's the Real Tree hardwood. So I'm using this tape. I thought it would look pretty cool with all the nice leaves and wood textures and everything. I think it looks pretty cool. So you're just gonna take your petals here, and you're just gonna start here at the back of it. Just stick it down and fold it over just like that. Now, there's an easier way to do this than what I've done, because let me just make another one of these real quick. Okay, what I've done before, I've put it in like this, but an easier way to do it is start at the front. Like start right here at the front. And do the same thing, but instead of having to push it in, you work your way back, so it works a little bit better. So let's just make another quick one. So again, you get a look at that. You just do that and fold that. So you end up with that, and then you can just keep going down into, like, keep making petals and like that. So that's pretty much it. So you can just finish this up with all your squares and petals and putting them on there, and then I'll give you a little bonus bracelet that's a little different than this one here. It's a petal bracelet, but it's made a little bit differently. Well, pretty much differently, but we'll move on to that one now. So let's get started on that. Alright, so we're going to get started here with a little bonus bracelet. Now, I'm just going to go back real quick to this petal bracelet. I said that you're going to need to just cut out 2 strips of tape that are 8 inches long for this size of bracelet, but you're going to need those and just a smaller strip with about maybe 3 or 2 more petals to fill in that gap. But that's no big deal. Or you can just separate these farther apart, and maybe it will fit with that length, with that amount. But I just want to let you guys know. So you're gonna need a little bit more petals on that one, so it will cover the entire thing. So now for this one, it's just a little bonus one. I made this one I actually made this one a while back. I didn't do a video on it, but this one's pretty simple. You're just going to cut out a few strips of tape that are, well, whatever length you're going to want for your wrist. And you're just going to cut them out into squares like this. And like before, we're just going to fold them into petals, just like this. And if you can't tell, I'm using the SpongeBob tape from Duct brand. So that's pretty cool. I like this tape. This is actually the first time using this tape for any creation for me. So that's pretty cool. So you're just going to keep doing this with all the strips you have, and then I'll show you how to construct everything. So you can just finish making the petals, and we'll move on to that. Alright, so now that you have all your petals folded, we can get started on the constructing. Now, quick note, I actually need to cut out a few more, we had to cut out one more sheet of tape to get the bracelet to be a little bit longer. But you can make it any size you need to. So just by cutting out as many petals as you need. It all depends on the size of your wrist. It may be bigger, it may be smaller. So whatever size you need, just cut out more or less petals. It's pretty easy to adjust the size. So we can start constructing here. So what you need to do is just take this and just line it up. Make sure there's that little bit of sticky side on the bottom showing, just like that. And make sure they're just overlapping just a little bit, that it still shows the other one. You see right there. So then you just keep going down the line like this, trying to just equally spacing them, sticking them together. So let's just keep doing that down. So just keep doing that. Now this one's pretty cool. The first one I ever did of this, I actually did in digital camouflage. So that turned out like really cool. I'm not sure where I have it. If I could find it, I'd show it to you guys. But you just keep going down like this. And like I said, you're gonna need a lot of strips since it's like this, since it's made like this. So just keep going down the line. So that's pretty much that's pretty much this tutorial. All you're going to want to do once you finish all the petals and get down to the length you want that fits on your wrist, just cut out a strip of tape and just stick it on the back to get rid of all the sticky side. You don't want it getting stuck to your wrist. That would not be too smart. But so just once you finish that, you can just put a strip of tape on the back and cover that up. So there you go. So I'll actually show you the finished product of this one, and just gonna review all these back. So just to finish this, and I hope you enjoyed it. Alright, so we got all our bracelets done here. There we go. And here's that last one we did, a little bonus one. I think it looks pretty cool when it's all done. I didn't add any more to this, so it's like really small. This would be for like this would be for like a little kid or so. But like I said, you can just decide to make it whatever length you want. So that's pretty cool. So we got the 2 petal wallets here. I didn't put the rest of the petals on there. So we just got all our bracelets here. We just got our basic wristband. We have our basic bracelet and our 2 petal bracelets. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you haven't got to check it out, I actually had my 50th video just this past Monday. It was the past time lapse. It was also my next Angry Birds time lapse. This one was for the ice bird. I'll give you a little quick look at what turned out from that. Let me just grab it out of my chest of wallets here. So there's the finished wallet that I get from it. So I'll have a link in the description to this video if you want to check that out. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, as always, and I will have another video up this Monday coming up, so look out for that. Thanks for watching, like I just said before, and as always, just enjoy the wonder that is duct tape.